Today I want to talk about NATO straps, for I really like these kind of straps. You can have NATO straps in a lot of varieties, and you can really find a color scheme in a NATO strap that fits the color scheme of your watch and makes it really vibrant in how it looks on your wrist. The second thing I like about NATO straps is that they are very nice and comfortable to wear on an everyday basis. They don't scuff, they don't irritate. It's just a very nice all-round watch strap to wear. Third thing is that they are very secure, because you have just one strap like you have here, and a flappy bit of course, but that's of minor importance. You have one strap that passes underneath your watch and that holds both your locks in place. So if one of the lock pins comes out, then it's no problem at all. You still have the other lock pin and it will not unfasten because it's just one strap. And that's also one of the reasons that might sometimes add a little bit of discomfort to your watch, because if you pass it through underneath the first lug and then underneath the second lug in the traditional style of using them, then you will see that you have two straps passing underneath your watch, and this adds, well, quite some millimeters of extra thickness to the watch case itself. So if you have a rather thick watch already and you have quite small wrists like I have, then this can get a little bit of inconvenience, add a little bit of inconvenience to wearing your watch. Your watch gets a little bit of a floaty aspect to it. Or as they should say, I would say, it rides high on the wrist. So I fit it on my wrist properly, as you should. You will see that here you have the buckle on the side. Here you have the ring that keeps the flappy bit of the strap in place. And on the other side you have the rings that keep the strap in place. You can also fold that back on itself to tuck it in nice and tightly. But that's also a little bit of a problem, because as you can see, there's quite some bulk on the top of your watch strap. And this can get a little bit of snaggy on your cuff or on something else, and that's not always great. So I like to wear my straps in another way. And here you can see the thickness it adds. You can really see underneath it. So I will now unfasten it and I show you the way I usually wear these type of straps. So here we have the watch again, and here we have the strap again. Now the first thing I do is that I just pass the strap through the ring of the flappy bit. I now have all three rings aligned, and I can use all these three rings to hold in place the leftover strap that I have when I fit the watch to my wrist. Notice also that here you have this folded part of the flappy bit. It adds a little bit of thickness to the side, but that's not so much of a problem because it's underneath. And when I add the watch to the strap itself, you can see that I can do it in such a way that I will keep this corner underneath between the lugs, I should say, so it doesn't want to come out. It's locked in tight by the ends of the lugs and it stays there. If I now put it on my wrist, Bear with me for a moment. You will see that I got rid of the bulkiness on the 12 o'clock side. It's not there anymore. There is some extra spare strap, but it is underneath. And since I have rather small wrists, I always will have these small openings underneath my lugs. And that's where most of the thickness stays. So it's really not that apparent that there is a lot of there's some extra material hiding. Now, on the buckle side of the watch, you will see that the buckle has moved from here over there, and I have the excess or the spare bit of strap is more underneath my wrist now, and that's also quite handy because I won't have it on the side anymore, and I have 3 rings to hold it in place instead of 2. Finally, you will see that it's a lot more snug on my wrist. You don't really can look underneath the watch anymore. So it's, in all sense and purposes, it's a lot more comfortable to wear my watch this way. I really did want to show you that because maybe it might be a solution for you as well.